William Rock writes, "Hey y'all, I love the show. In the movie industry these days, it seems that no past films are untouchable for a remake. With that to say, do you think any movies or movie series that are untouchable? Do you think that there are any movie or movie series that are untouchable for a remake? Will Harry Potter ever be remade, or the Godfather films, or any other film? I'd love to hear your opinions on this question."
Absolutely. Well, okay, first let me tell you what my philosophy is. My philosophy is this, and it's unpopular. That's fine. I don't mind saying unpopular things. No film should be considered off limits for remakes or reboots. No film should be considered off limits or untouchable. That's my philosophy. However, if you're going to ask me, are there films that are kind of considered untouchable? I think there probably are. You mentioned one great one is The Godfather. It is going to take not only a very ballsy director, it's going to take a very ballsy studio to ever say, we're remaking The Godfather. That, because the backlash is going to come from that is unparalleled.
Oh, of course.
So I think The Godfather right now has to pretty much be thought of as untouchable. I'd remake it, but whatever. One of the greatest films of all time, always will be. Doesn't matter if you make a remake or not. Another one is Wizard of Oz. Now, that may sound strange to say, Wizard of Oz, when, John, we've got all these Wizard of Oz movies coming out. Ah, yes. We have all these, and have for 20 years, have all these other Wizard of Oz stories, right? But you ever notice they all dance around Wizard of Oz? It's like Dorothy of Oz. Or, I mean, the most recent Wizard of Oz was really like a prequel to Wizard of Oz. Or all this stuff that will dance around it. But nobody has ever wanted to step up and actually remake Wizard of Oz.
Of course not.
Yeah, so that's got to kind of be one that right now has been considered untouchable. Another one, obviously Citizen Kane. There's never been a Gone with the Wind remake. I don't think that'll ever probably happen. I was going, a few years ago I would have said Ben-Hur, but I believe somebody is actually planning on remaking Ben-Hur, which is kind of ballsy. And I'm all for it because my philosophy, remake everything. I don't care. Remake it. Make it the biggest piece of crap ever. It doesn't matter. I still get to hold and treasure my original and it doesn't touch it. But those are the ones. But can you think of any other that would really be considered right now to be off limits and that people wouldn't dare touch?
I can't. I always tend to...
Besides, Mortal Instruments.
Well, come on now. You're just being mean to me.
I'm just being mean. I'm sorry.
It's funny. Whenever we talk about remakes, I always go back to 80s movies because I'm such an 80s baby.
Nothing
and I think about like The Labyrinth and The Neverending Story and those timeless movies. The Princess Bride. I mean...
Princess Bride. Oh,
I kind of want to see them remade, but then I kind of don't. But then I kind of do. So I go back and forth with remakes.
Yeah, Princess Bride. By the way, I mentioned a film the other day on the show, and I will mention it probably every 2 months or so, Stardust, which is kind of, I've called it, and I've heard a lot of other people, I think Stardust is the new generation's Princess Bride. I just think it's that good. And it's funny because I mentioned that on the show, and then a bunch of people jumped on and said, in the comment section, a few people said, nah, Stardust wasn't any good. Really? Okay. I mean, we all have our opinions. We all have different opinions. Film's subjective. That's awesome. But for me, I think Stardust is a true classic. Not as good as Princess Bride, but I think it's the new generation's Princess Bride. At least that's how I see it.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.